The Messianic rule. This is the rule for all the congregation of Israel in the last days, when they shall join the community to walk according to the law of the sons of Zadok, the priest, and of the men of their covenant who have turned aside from the way of the people, the men of his council who keep the covenant in the midst of iniquity, offering expiation for the Lord, for the land. When they come, they shall summon them all, the little children and the women also, and they shall read into their ears all the precepts of the covenant, and shall expound to them all their statutes, that they may no longer stay in their errors. And this is the rule for all the hosts of the congregation, for every man born in Israel. From his youth they shall instruct him in the book of meditation, and shall teach him according to his age the precepts of the covenant. He shall be educated in their statutes for 10 years. At the age of 20 years he shall be enrolled, that he may enter upon his allotted duties in the midst of his family, and be joined to the holy congregation. He shall not approach a woman to know her by lying with her before he is fully 20 years old, when he shall know good and evil, and thereafter he shall be accepted when he calls to the witness of the judgments of the law, and shall be allowed to assist at the hearing of judgments. At the age of 25 years he may take his place among the foundations of the holy congregation to work in the service of the congregation. At the age of 30 years he may approach to participate in lawsuits and judgments, and may take his place among the chiefs of the thousands of Israel, the chiefs of the hundreds, fifties, tens, and the judges, and the officers of their tribes, and all their families, under the authority of the sons of Aaron and the priests. The priests. And every head of family in the congregation who is chosen to hold office to go and come before the congregation shall strengthen his loins, that he may perform his tasks among his brethren in accordance with his understanding at the perfection of his way, according to whether this is a great or little. So shall one man be honored more than another. When a man is advanced in years, he shall be given a duty in the service of the congregation in proportion to his strength. No simpleton shall be chosen to hold office in the congregation of Israel with regard to lawsuits or judgment, nor carry any responsibility in the congregation, nor shall he hold any office in the war destined to vanquish the nations. His family shall merely inscribe him in the army register, and he shall do his service in task work in a proportion to his capacity. The sons of Levi shall hold office, each in his place, under the authority of the sons of Aaron. They shall cause all the congregation to come, each man in his rank, under the direction of the heads of the family of the congregation. The leaders, judges, and officers, according to the number of all their hosts, under the authority of the sons of Zadok the priest, and under the direction of all the heads of the family of the congregation. And when the whole assembly is summoned for judgment, for council of the community, for war, they shall sanctify them for 3 days, that every one of its members may be prepared. These are the men who shall be called to the council of the community: all the wise men of the congregation, the learned and the intelligent, men whose way is perfect, and men of ability, together with tribal chiefs, and all the judges and officers, and the chiefs of the thousands, hundreds, fifties, and tens, and the Levites, each man in the class of his duty. These are the men of renown, the members of the assembly summoned to the council of community in Israel before the sons of Zadok the priest. And no man smitten with any human uncleanness shall enter the assembly of God. No man smitten with any of them shall be confirmed in his office in the congregation. No man smitten in his flesh, or paralyzed in his feet or hands, or lame or blind or deaf or dumb, or smitten in his flesh with a visible blemish. No old and tottery man unable to stay still in the midst of the congregation. None of these shall come to hold office among the congregation of the men of renown, for the angels of holiness are with the congregation. Should one of them have something to say to the council of holiness, let him be questioned privately, but let him not enter among the congregation, for he is smitten. This shall be the assembly of the men of renown, called to the meeting of the council of the community. When the engenders the priest Messiah, he shall come with them at the end of the whole congregation of Israel, with all his brethren, the sons of Aaron the priest, those called to the assembly, the men of renown, and they shall sit before him, each man in the order of his dignity. And when the Messiah of Israel shall come, and chiefs of the clans of Israel shall sit before him, each in the order of his dignity, according to his place in their camps and marches. And before them shall sit in the heads of family of the congregation, and the wise men of the holy congregation, each in order of his dignity. And when they shall gather for a common table to eat and to drink new wine, when the common table shall be set for eating, and the new wine poured for drinking, let no man extend his hand over the first fruits of bread and wine before the priest. For it is he who shall bless the first fruits of the wine, and shall be the first to extend his hand over the bread. Therefore the Messiah of Israel shall extend his hand over the bread, and all the congregation of the community shall utter a blessing, each man in the order of his dignity. It is according to the statute that they shall proceed at every meal at which at least 10 men are gathered together.